Welcome back to Mark Thomas Custom Wood. So as you know, normally when I'm starting to go live on a video, I normally set up. And the reason for setting up is to wait for people to jump on the live. And just looking how I look, because I don't feel too grand today. I've been ill yesterday, ill today, but we're going to carry on. I've promised the lives, we're going to do them. So all we're going to do now is we're going to set up, like I said. So I'm just going to set up the MW1000 bench. And in today's video, we're going to be carrying on with some of these that we've made on previous lives, because I need to finish a board and I need to finish editing the video because I'd like to get that on my channel. How are you, Sam? Yo, you're the first one on. You're the quickest. 10 out of 10 for that. So yeah, we're just going to set up quickly. We're going to be doing a bit of ripping with timber today. There's going to be some gluing ups going on today. What else are we doing? I'm going to see what timber I've got in the boxes over here. We need to glue that together, ready. There's lots to do. I just got to think which order I'm going to do it in. So the first thing I need to do is set up quickly. How are you, Sam? Nice and chill today? I just visited Wales to buy a CNC. Oh, Sam, that is absolutely awesome. I'd love a CNC. I haven't got space for one in here, but a nice little one could do me. How big is it, Sam? What are you planning to do on it as well, buddy? Do you know what? I don't even know if I could use a CNC, to be honest. There's a lot of computers and technology and software and everything involved. They've always put me off a little bit. Like, I'm more hands-on with tools, so I don't know if it's something that I'd be able to use. I don't know if I'm good-minded to be able to do that. But I suppose with a bit of practice, I could learn. It's a 750 by 1000. Well, you can fit quite a lot in a meter, Sam, can't you? Have you got a YouTube channel, Sam? Where to in Wales do you go, Sam? Don't buy looking to start one. All right. Sam, was that spelling supposed to be in Bridgend? Because if it is, that's where I live. That is absolutely crazy. I got an odd feeling you've just been to Bridgend, Sam. It's where I actually live. It's a general area anyway. If you see me squinting, I'm always squinting. Really. I know, that's right. That's exactly what I was just thinking, Sam. If you were down there, you could have actually popped in. You could have jumped on a live. It's crazy, isn't it? It's such a small world. See, you're jumping on here on this live and you've just been in my local area. That's what's crazy about this world. Need to sort these out. Next time, Sam, you're more than welcome, buddy. More than welcome. Who else is on the live? Drop it in the comments if we got the regulars on yet, just so we can say hello and then we can get started. We're not going too wild today. I'm not going to be creating a shed load of dust because it's spent all morning cleaning that up. I'm just going to pop some of these in here because I just want to rip a bit of oak to start the job today. And this one never goes in there nice. There must be something in there, just down there it is. So I bet you got some fun and games then, Sam, setting up our new CNC machine. It's all exciting, isn't it, when you buy new gear, new tools and everything. It's nice, isn't it? Setting it up, having a look at it, seeing what's what. Oh. Alright, so all I need to do with this oak, I just need to straighten the edge out, which I'll just use a plunge saw and a guide rail for that. I don't know what you can see in this video. Maybe I need to move it back a smidge for you so you can all see. So yeah, obviously to send timber through a rip saw, all we to do is we to get a plunge saw. We will just cut a line. So then this is nice and straight. So we'll run parallel through the saw. I'm a bit stuck by here now, but this rail's a little bit too long. Maybe I should run over there and grab the other one. Next time, lol, I would be, but I've already got 7. Everything from Shaper. Oh, that is an awesome bit of kit, that is. I know that set you back a good few grand. Now, I normally have Shaper sent in the post. They always send in all the, not the instructions, they always send in the paperwork through the post to try and make me buy one. But I have heard Festool own them. I don't know if it's true or not, mine, Sam, but the word is Festool do actually own Shaper. I'm not 100%. I have heard comments and read comments of people saying that Festool do own Shaper. Hi, can anyone tell me as well, when we're on this live now today, tell me if the footage isn't great or is jumping or anything, because I did play one back yesterday and the sound was going and everything on there. Unless that was just me, I don't know. But just say if it is true. I thought it was. I thought Festool owned them. It looks an awesome bit of kit. I think it's designed for people like me that's not computer literate. I think that's exactly what it's for. Looking at this ain't too straight. This ain't too... No, yes it is. It's got a curve in there. So all we're going to do first, I just need to cut a line on here. I'll just wait to see who's jumping on the live, mind. Let me just get my cup of tea. Nice of you for everyone that's jumping on, all these regulars. Absolutely awesome. Still freezing cold out there today, mind. I wouldn't run an heater because the missus will go nuts about using electric, see? You know what it's like, we got a freeze out, yeah? Right. Right, I think we're good to go. I'll just have another swig of my tea and then we can hit this live out then. So like I said, I just need to rip a bit of timber first on this live. I'm just getting prepared. This by here, this little piece of oak that I've got left from another, we cut half of it up actually. We made a coat hanger, which I haven't fitted in the house yet. But this now I'm going to turn into a shaker stool. It's on one of my videos on my YouTube channel is about making a shaker dressing table. So now I need to make the shaker stool to go with that. So we're just going to be cutting this up, sending it through the saws. And then maybe next weekend then I can get filming that video and start making the shaker stool. I don't know what I'm going to do. I think I'm going to make a leather top. There's going to be lots going on with that video. So stay tuned for that one. Now, I should have got the other guide rail because I am struggling to get around here. Because we haven't got a lot of space. There we are, move that out there. What I got my saw set for this, so I can't go out there to go and grab the shorter guide rail now. But it is what it is. We will crack on. Let's just check how deep that is for there now first. Double check that, because I don't want to go cutting through my table, do I? Looks like she's nearly there. One more mil. I think I'm alright to go with that then. Right, lovely. Let's just get this cut now. There we go, we'll take a skim off there. It's always a little bit more awkward on a live when I'm trying to do things like this for you guys and girls, because when I normally work in here, alright, I'm always this side, alright, this is where I always am. So a lot of my videos you'll see the camera over this side of the room pointing in this direction. This is where I always work. But when I'm doing lives, I'm working in the other way around. And it always seems odd me standing that side of the table looking in that direction. I don't know what it is. It just seems more awkward I've got the same space both sides, I just don't know what it is. But it is what it is. So we will set up now. Once I get this cut, I can sort it out in the other hand and get rid of this rail. Oh, don't know what, I'm going to have a swig of my tea. I'm absolutely freezing in, yeah. Right. So we're going to cut a bit of oak, right? I need to square up those, not square up those pieces of oak, the ones we planed yesterday, which a lot of you might have jumped on here and seen I had a little bit of a nightmare with, alright? Now we planed it down. I should have thought about this yesterday. I don't know if this saw is going to be able to cut through this. It might be slightly too thick. So, we're going to have a look. It is measuring 53mm. I can't remember if you get the 55mm on the guide rail or is there only 55mm off the guide rail. Not 100%. This might do it. So we're going to push the cs50K right through this oak and see how she manages that as well. It's always nice to put them on full load every now and again, isn't it? So then we will see how the saw handles that. I know it flies through oak anyway. I've cut oak many a times with this saw. So we're just going to skim this now. And then we're good to go. What have I done with that now? Let's get these in my ears now. Protect your ears. Right, let's go. There you go, as you can see, the cs55K flies through oak. It is the newest blade on it, mind, I'm not going to lie, you always got a cleaner cut of a new blade, don't you? So I've just straightened the edge of this out now. Now I know I've straightened this, see, this is now ready to go through the rip saw, so I can start ripping to the widths I would like. That's the way I do it. I don't know how you lot tend to cut your timber and how you manage to size it up, but I find that's the best way for me. Right, let's get that big chunky piece in, is it? Where did I put that? That's odd. Oh, there it is. Oh. Right, so we've got the beastie piece. Let's just move these across here. A little bit awkward to get out these are, but these things are great. Don't know if any of you have seen me showing them on a previous video. These are from Axminster Tools in the UK. But what I find with them, because they're really low profile, alright, on your top, basically you're dialing your saw into the millimetre not to nip the table. And what I done first using these, I went and done a bloody cut straight through the table, but there. But it is what it is. We all live and learn. Maybe I'd say these need to be off, I don't know, maybe about 5 more mil. So you're not trying to adjust your saw down to the final millimetre before you cut. I think what these are doing is slowing things down. So I will probably go back just to chucking a couple of sheets of MDF on you and cutting on top of that like I've always done. They are good, they grip, but I think it's costing more time in setting up, to be honest with you. So let's have a look at this. Maybe I'm not cutting that way. We're going with grain on this cut actually. So I'd like my timber to be cut in this direction, which would be nice. Right. Let's go for it, is that? So, like I said, we're just going to send a straight line through here. We're going to see now if the saw can handle this cut. This is 52mm, I think it was. Let's have a look. what we got on here? 52 mil. Now, let's have a look what it says on the saw. What's the max depth of cut? Let's have a look. See, I'm the wrong way round in here. No, so the maximum depth of cut, right, on the actual guide rail is 50 mil on this saw. So that's a bit sad. Alright, so I think I'll go with a 50 mil cut. I will spin them around and hopefully I can line them up and then send them through the saw, unless I'll have to set up the sliding rail on the saw and then try and do the cut like that. Because I know that will do 55. I've obviously just found out it's only 50 mil on guide rail with this saw. So let's have a look how she cuts. You know what, I thought it couldn't handle the cutter and I had the hose snagged up on there. It's a lovely cut that. Let's just spin him around now and see if we can get him to line up. Lovely. I just eye this in here, I might be lucky and have it bang on. Move this back a bit. Don't know why they call it the cs50 when ideally, right, the saw always needs to be on a guide rail, yeah? You're never going to freehand one of these saws with these plates under here. They're a nightmare to use. It should be called the cs50. So, let's just get this cut done. It is a good saw, mind. I can't complain. It's the best one they've released yet. But I'm getting caught up here all the time. That looks about right. That looks about right. Right, let's do this cut now. So just skim the edge of this. That's the cut, looking nice, not too bad. How are you, Adam? Nice to see you back on your buddy. And I managed to get it in line. I got a tiny, tiny half a mil lip there, nothing to worry about. I can sand that out. So I got a nice straight edge to work off now. Hopefully I can get some nice timber out of this today. So that's that one sorted. So I'm happy with that. Like I said yesterday, that was an off cut. It's nice to be getting something out of it. So we're going to go ahead now, do the same to these ones. Cut the bad bits away, is that? And then I can get them all through the saw then. These things are winding me up as well. I can't grip them. Oh, some of them are tight, some of them are loose. Right, let's get one more of them in there now. There we go. Oh, these things are doing my head in. What's up with them? There we are. I wish I could put the radio on. The odd thing about a live, alright, is you can't put the radio on, because if I put the radio on, you get done for copyright. I've had a couple of complaints, and what I've realised is I thought, right, I'll turn the radio down then. So I've had the radio down low, and then I've had another complaint. So I thought, right, I can't have the radio on whatsoever, so we're not bothering with radio. Sorry for being late. I didn't realise the live had already started. Sorry, Adam. I think I'm a bit earlier today because I got quite a bit I want to get through. So I just thought I'd jump on the live and just get kick-started a bit earlier today. What's the time anyway? Oh, we're about 5 to 1. Yeah, I've normally been doing lives about 2 till 3. That's normally what everyone's about. So we will stick around and we will still carry on doing lives at that time. There's going to be a couple of different lives today. I'll stop yapping now. I'll get this cut. I'm going to cut all this bad bit out of here. So all we're doing is getting rid of that horrible bit, and then I'll have a little bit of timber to work with there. See what I get out of this then. So I think I'm just going to cut it to there for starting. I don't want it falling on me now while I'm trying to cut this. I can see something going wrong here now, you watch. But there we go, it is what it is, isn't it? Let's just get this cut. Well, that don't make any sense. It just nicked the table. Last time we were set at 50mm, it didn't touch the table. So what's causing that? Did the guide rail tip down then? That don't make any sense whatsoever. Let's have a look now. Now it's telling me I've got to go up 2mm. Don't make any sense. Right, just go with that. That's odd, isn't it? Maybe this piece, alright, I haven't measured it. I got a funny feeling this is thinner, obviously. That's why it's doing that. I should have checked. Always on a rush on a live. Here we go. That'll teach me for not checking the dimensions of the wood, wouldn't it, before cutting. Obviously we planed these three yesterday, but I didn't plane them all to the same thickness, did I? Because I was having a bit of a nightmare. So I'd imagine this one is not 52mm thick. No, because this one is 47mm thick. So I just nicked the side of my table, which I'm a bit peed off about, but it is what it is. So like I said, I got a usable bit of oak by here now. I will cut them up, use them for something, I don't know what. So I'm happy about that. What does Adam say by there? Cut the wood, cut the wood, cut the wood. I love seeing people cut wood. Satisfying for no reason. Well, I'm glad you like it, Adam. Stick around as you normally do, buddy. Thank you for coming on here as per usual. And thank you for the kind comments yesterday. Right, so we'll get this last one cut now. And then I can start ripping my timber. It's a nice piece of oak, that. I know it's got a split in it, but we'll use that for something. We don't know what yet. So that's the pieces I'm keeping. Let me just chuck this out of the way in the bag so I'm not getting mixed up with it all. Chuck that there because that's scrap. So I'm keeping things tidy today. I'm not having no mess today. None whatsoever. Let me chuck these ones away as well. Nothing worse than mess. Right. So we haven't got a lot on this one. So now look what we got. Let's just measure this one now, alright? Because I'm not cutting my table again, am I? 47mm, that's the same as the other one. So we'll just go ahead and cut this now. Pop that over there. There's not much left of this timber, mind, I'm not going to lie. But we got something. Let's try with that. A little bit wobbly, but yeah. There we go. So I managed to get a piece of timber out of there. Still got a little bad bit in airlock. That's nothing to be worried about. That's pretty much it. So I should get something out of that. I don't know what. Maybe I'll guess. How are you, Danny? Nice to see you. Thank you, Danny. Yeah, they're handy tools. They make life much easier, don't they? I do like them myself. But when you're trying to cut fiddly little things like I'm doing, small little bits of timber with a big guide rail, everything's rocking on you, moving everywhere. It can be a bit of a nightmare, but you just got to take your time. Obviously, this version's the kickback, so I'm not too bothered. I'm hoping it'll kick in if I do something wrong. It's 2 p.m. in Morocco, Adam. That is absolutely awesome. It's about 12 o'clock in the UK. Are you supposed to be saying AM, Adam? Yeah, you're only about an hour difference. That's odd, isn't it? You're probably Monday. Are you Monday? Right. So we got a little bit of oak off this, like I said. Can you believe that? I've just done those cuts, all right? I didn't spot where I was cutting. Look, we all do silly errors now and again. I'm going to cut straight through one of them, look, with a saw. What a pain. Right, so it is what it is. I'll order more of them. Pop that by here. That's what happens when you're yapping, see? But like I said, I got a couple of pieces of nice oak out of that. I think they were worth the effort with the planing now. So I'll get something out of them. I won't be ripping them down today because I'll need to decide what I'm actually making out of them. So we'll just get the rip saw set up now. Get him set up. And then we can crack on and go ripping some timber. We've got a couple of things to do here today. Oh, I got to glue up one of these. It's not as good as these ones, the last one that I made. Because I have got, which I will show you now. I think we'll get that out. I have picked up some timber, see? So I think we'll have a look at that. What's Danny saying on there? I can see the orange. Ah, right, yeah. So you're a day ahead. Oh, Sunday, is it? Do you have a joiner? No, I don't, Danny. I would love to have a joiner. It's something I don't own. I do really struggle with the work I do without a joiner. I'm not going to lie. I have been looking. When I do eventually get this room set up properly. Let me just get this out of here because I don't want to budge. Yeah, when I actually get this room set up properly, I've got an idea of setup and everything. I might actually have space for a jointer then. That's what I'd like to have. But yeah, sadly, we struggle without certain tools here. And when you try and make things in this game, you realise you need that tool. Then you realise you need that tool. And before you know it, you need every tool. And you can't go dabbling in too many different styles of work because you need all the tools to do each of those jobs. It can be a bit of a nightmare, can't it? No, I don't have a jointer. We just struggled, Danny, without one of them. But it is possible. Don't get me wrong, it's hard work without one. All we struggle with is trying to plane things square and everything, see, without the jointer. That's where the nightmare comes into it. But you can't manage it. I persevere, and I do get there in the end. I would love a jointer, mind, I'm not going to lie. Right, let me just hoover this off quick now. Oh. And I can get the saw set up. I see you lot are getting on you. That is absolutely awesome. Right, so let me just put this by here without knocking something down for you. So we've got that sorted now. I'll just collapse this quick. And then I can just slide the saw over here. It's already preset, the saw, because I've already done some cutting this morning. Pop this out of the way. We'll just get the saw over now. Let me just grab this. Got my dog walking back and forth out here. He won't come in there, see, he don't like the noise. He's very sensitive to sound, my dog. Oddly. Right, let's wheel this over now. So obviously it's going to get a bit noisy when we get these saws running. I've got to glue up this one as well that we made. For the squares, here's the last one to glue up. Alright. We've got to get that done. Pop over there. Oh. What is it? There she is. Thought it looked like the wrong way round, huh? What is this doing? Pop this in there. Oh, don't knock that over. Shouldn't really be setting up on live, see, is an absolute nightmare. Anything can go wrong. Right, so we've got to rip a bit of oak down now to get ready to make my shaker stool for the missus. So we're just going to rip that down now. I'm going to go about 50mm on the saw. I can't remember how wide I done them last time. I think they were 50. Let's have a look. I've got a bit of oak left. That's that, 40mm that oak is. So I think we'll go with 40. That's a nice shakery bit, isn't it? So we'll go with 40mm. Have a look at this timber. Yeah, looks like 40 will work on here. I got a nice few rips out of that. So we're going to go 40mm, set the saw to 40, clamp them all off. Lovely stuff. Looks like we're all on. Lift this up. Because this hose loves to get snagged up, and look at it, it's decided to come out. Don't know why this hose keeps doing this, it's winding me up. I think I've got to take it apart to screw it on, have I? Because they are reverse thread, aren't they? There we go, she's on. Alright, let's see if we can get this up here out of the way. Going on there, everything's tangled up. Unplug that. Pop that around there. Pop that up over there. So, pop that into there. Lovely stuff. Right, so I'll just get these cut quick. I know a lot of you are being patient. Alright, we'll get these cut quick on the rip saw, and then I can get set up. And we're going to do another glue up today. I've got some lovely maple and some lovely oak. Not the maple we've been playing in Downmind. I've bought in different maple for this, because I want to make a maple and oak board, and I want it to look better than what we've done. I'll just show you, for those of you who haven't joined on these lives, these are some boards we made on some previous lives. They look nice. They're not perfect. There's the odd line here and there, all right? So I want to try and perfect this a bit. I want to try and make these more squared, more prominent. I got to figure out where I need to cut this to make sure everything stays symmetrical. Don't get me wrong. They look cool. I'm well happy with it. First time I've ever done something like this, all right? I've never made anything like this before. But I just want to try and perfect it a bit. That's all. We're all learning. I think it looks really cool. Thank you, Adam. It was a bit of work to get to that. But I don't know if those of you watching now have been on the previous lives. All right. Just to make this one, all right, this little one by here, and the 4 I've got by there to glue together today, all right. It's actually set me back the best part of 100 quid just for this material, all right? It's not cheap. It isn't cheap, all right? But I'm going to persevere with it. Like I said, I got some maple. I bought some oak in now. Spent another 100 odd quid on it. I'm going to have a go because I want to make some of these boards. And I want to turn these into bigger, wider boards. And I want to make some table mats for the house. So I'm going to make some for myself first. But if people are interested, then maybe I will sell a few on. But they're a lot of work. Obviously, you've got the wood glue to take into consideration as well, and the time making them. But if you're doing them in batches and you're making shed loads of them, it's not so bad, is it? But yeah, they look nice. They're pretty cool. But I want to try and perfect it. Now, another thing that does wind me up with these, all right, which you've got to be careful if you are making one yourself, you've got to be careful of the different shades of timber. Now, a lot of people, what they normally do if they make a board like this, they will use just a walnut timber and a maple timber, because walnut is quite, you can just use dark side of walnut, and the maple doesn't have any knots, and it's always pretty, it's pretty constant, the colour. But I decided to use ash, and the problem with the ash is we're having slightly different colour ash. Some is more rippled or olive ash, like they just say, and the other ash then is quite light. So you've got to be careful on your choice of timber. Maybe that was my error, but I do like this board. Ash is an hardwood, so is oak a hardwood. I like it, but I just want to perfect it and do something else. Right, I have a question. What country do you live in? I'm from the UK, but I am from Wales in the UK, Adam. So yeah, that's that. So we're going to rip this down now, this oak. You won't see me doing anything else with this oak today, but it's something I've got to do because I need to crack on with filming next weekend. So we will be doing lives next weekend as well, but I need to film for the channel as well. So I got a couple of things going on. All right, it's not just the one thing I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do the lives. I'm going to see if the lives are working for us and everyone. See who's jumping on regular on the lives, which we've got now. And then we can obviously try the normal videos as well. But I like to do both anyway. So yeah, I'm just going to rip these down now. Here goes. Right, let me get my back piece fitted to the saw because it's too heavy going off the back. There's only one thing about this saw. I'll tell you what, I might be able to use the CMS. The only thing about this saw is this back piece. It can be a bit of a pain to fit sometimes. And they got these little brackets and they can be a bit of a nuisance. But if you're setting it up daily, it becomes easier. I'm just going to chuck my table on the back end, I think, just to catch this timber. I'll just move the saw forward. Just being lazy, but they're not putting it on, really. We'll just move this forward a bit, or we'll just square up with there. I should be able to slot this on the back end, and it all depends. Let's have a look. I might be able to catch it. Let's have a look. Running out of space now, everyone. We are running out of space. There we go. Let's have a look. Not come across anymore. That should catch him. Lovely stuff. Let's have a look at that. There we go. She will shoot through there. The only thing we use in these tables, I don't know if you can see in the video, see, when you got this set at a very thin width, right, it catches on the table. But if you're cutting wider, you can chuck one of these on the back end and it's absolutely great. And that's why I like using this bench, because it just jumps on the back of this saw and it saves messing around with that alley piece then. Yeah, they are cool, Denny. Everything Festool is integrated, so that's the beauty of them. You can use these tables with your workstation. You can use them off the sides of your saws and everything. It is a great thing. I know I'm not so chatty today. I'm not feeling quite well today, but we're going to crack on. So let's just get this cut now. Much easier with that. So there you have it. The cuts oak, absolutely beautiful, this saw. Obviously when you're trying to push it through and you haven't got no support on the back end, your timber's tipping and it becomes an absolute nightmare. But in the end we got them cut. They're all feeling nice. don't know, maybe that one's got about 1/2 mil in him. But that doesn't bother me too much, because on this now, this is going to turn into a shaker panel. Looking at it, I think I've got to cut some more oak mine, because I've got 4 sides to make. So I'll have to just do the maths on that. I've got another one here, but there. And we've also got this one here. This one's got a bit of a bow, so I might use that for sides. Or I might just steam it and try and straighten him. That's why that's been put aside. Let me just check what I got standing by. Maybe I've got a bit of oak that I can cut down. And I might be lucky. Make the most of it. I don't think I have, mind. What's that one? Is that the same thickness? No, that's a different thickness. So we're not using that. I don't like the look of that oak anyway. No, I'll leave it at that then. It looks like I'll have to plane another board down. No, that will be him. Right, so I think I'm going to send a big thick bit of oak now through the saw. I'll just store these over here so they're nice and tidy. Right, I think I'm going to send that through. So we'll send the big chunky oak now through the saw, because I want to see how we manage it on full depth. Let's see what it's like. I don't know how it's going to go. What did I do with them, man? Oh, they're by that. What do I want to cut these down to? Well, that's odd, look. These are a slight angle there. Yeah, that's angled, that is. Is that saw set right? Let me have a look. Because it shouldn't be angled. It's saying it's on naught. But that I've got a slight angle to it. So, I'm not going to get perfect timber off this now, so I'm going to leave that one aside. I don't know if you can see that. It is not right. So we're going to put that aside. And let's try this one. That's much better. So maybe something was moving when we done that. So I think I'm going to rip this down. Don't know what I want to use this for yet, so I want to be careful. Maybe I could cut these down at, what thickness timber have we got here? So they can be used for this then. What's that, 22 mil? So we will cut them at 22. Oh, I won't move now because of the table. There we go. This is the only thing I'm adding these tables to these saws. 10, 20. Where's he stuck on? Oh yeah, am I imagining it? Right. 10, 22. Lovely. So awkward, I've got the camera set there, see, and I don't want to stand in front of it, so I'm trying to lock over. It's an absolute nightmare. Right. So I'm going to cut these now on the saw, full depth. Let's have a look how she handles it. Going on full everything. Here goes. Let's have a look how it cuts. Sorry, Adam. Hello, New Beginners Woodworks. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hello, New Beginners. Nice to see you. What's Adam saying by there? Right, let's crack on. Let's do my push stick. Let me just unplug the saw sack. There's something jammed in there. Look at that. And whenever I'm using this saw, I always stand here. I'm on the side of the saw. So I'll push through like this because I love the kick back. And if it does kick back, it always fires there. It never hits me. There's a guard there protecting me as well. I'm always at the side of the saw. I never stand in front like this. Because straight from here, it always fires in this direction. On a couple of these videos we've been doing, we've hit this camera a couple of times. If you've ever seen the camera move like that, you know this saw's actually fired the timber at it. Does it quite regular. Could be user error, it could be me, but it's got an habit of doing it. I'm not going to lie, oak for this saw full depth for 50mm cut is absolutely nothing. It flew through that cut. But it's a nice bit of oak now. We will use that. Like I said, look, that was scrap yesterday and now it's turned into something that I can use and remake or do whatever I want to do with it. I do love this rot in here. Look at this. See that? That little bit of rot? I might actually keep it. I like stuff like that. See, I'll oil over that on a job. I won't use it in a customer's house, but it'd certainly be used in mine. That don't bother me one bit. But it does bother other people. So I'm just going to cut all this down now because I'm well happy with that. I might just chop that other one up a slightly out of square on the end and then I'll have a nice square end to work off. So we'll go ahead and cut this now. Pretty cool, look at that. Yeah, they are connected, Danny. Yeah, you can just chuck them on. Now this table, alright, if I wanted to lift it off here, is there's a rail on here. It can connect, it can come off this direction if you wish. You can have it off this direction if you wish. Don't get me wrong, you can buy all the proper extensions for the saw, which I do own, but I just find this much quicker. Just drop a leg, bang it on, job done. It's absolutely great. Yeah, I always stand on this side of the saw, Danny. I've got used to cutting like this now, so this is where I am. I'm here, I push it here. I've got used to having my hand around here like this, and I'll pop it in there. And the reason why I do that is right down here, I've got a red kill switch, and I can pop my hand around here without being in line of sight with the saw, and I can whack it off like that with my hand, and that works for me. Might look a bit odd, but it works for me. So that's the way I operate this saw anyway. These are one of the most dangerous tools you can operate anyway. I've seen people have injuries on these. A guy I used to work for cut his finger off. The saw didn't have a riving knife. And that's what happens. People disable the riving knives, and that's when the injuries happen then. But these guards are great, see? I'd never operate that without a guard. Yeah, you're right there, Danny. I like the imperfections as well. You know what I mean? We got that bit of nonsense going on in there. I will use that. I like it. That's the sort of stuff I'd like. I don't mind that crack, to be honest with you. But I don't know what I'll use off that. Maybe I'll get something, maybe I won't. But it's a piece of oak. We don't like chucking oak away, do we? So we're going to try and use every single piece of it because it isn't cheap material. Right, let's get the next cut on the go, yeah? Bit of burning. Two splits up here. There's still good timber. Nice piece off there, can't fault that. So I've got some timber now, buyer. I know it's not perfect, we've got some bad bits or whatever, but at the end of the day, it's solid oak. I'm going to try and use what I can off it. Obviously yesterday this was a piece of timber with half of it was dead. Some people might chuck it, I don't. So yeah, we've rescued that. We got something off our one now, which I'm happy about. I'll just chuck this piece away over here, and then we'll make another piece then. This bit was slightly out of square, so I might have to send it through the planer then after I've cut this. So I'll go ahead and cut a few off here now, so I got some more timber. What's that? The duck walked up the lemonade stand and he said to the man running to the stand, "Hey, womp, 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 got any grapes?" The man said, "No, I'll sell lemonade." And it's all off your head, buddy, off your head. Right, Adam, well done. Let's do this now. There we are, we're left with a little hammer, job done. Right, so we've ripped all end down now. We've got some nice pippy bits on these ones. There's little bits of pippies on here, we got all that going on. Nice bit of timber, we're going to try and reuse that. There's a few cracks in it. But all in all, I got a nice little stack of timber off that. Obviously we planed it on yesterday's live. And now I've got something out of that, which is by here. So I'll pop this aside now. And what I need to do then is get this glued up. So I'll just move the saw out of the way now, I think. I'm trying to think if I got anything to cut on there. I don't think I got anything to cut on the saw now. I think I'll leave it at that. And then we're going to glue up one of these quickly. Get that out of the way. And then when that is done, we're going to do a big glue up then. We've got a big glue up on the go, and we'll get ready to start making my second phase of these boards. Right, let's just, I'll just jump off live a sec now. I'll be back now. Give me 5 minutes, I'll be back, all right? 5 minutes.